Hello and welcome to Inside the Paddock from the Chang International Circuit in Buriram, Thailand. Round 17 of 2023, the final leg of our Asian Tour triple header. It has been frantic. It has been tolling as well, from Indonesia to Australia, here to Thailand and a weekend off, and then Malaysia and Qatar and Malaysia. It comes thick and fast. But it helps when the racing out on track is as gripping as it has been in recent weeks. In MotoGP, if you're not aware, 27 points now the difference between Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin. But the Spaniard started life this morning, well, as we expected. Absolute dynamite once again was Martin. We said yesterday, myself and Simon Quayfire in the preview, which you can watch on MotoGP's YouTube channels, we cover all of the hot topics ahead of the weekends, that there's a real sense at the moment that it's a fight between brawns and brain, between speed and intelligence, with Martin clearly having the brawn, clearly having the speed outright. I don't think there's anybody faster than him out there. But at the moment, Bagnaia, the world champion, and the team around him are making the right decisions at the right time. Whether it's Martin having that costly crash whilst 3 seconds clear in Indonesia, or then again rolling the dice and opting for the softer rear tyre in Phillip Island, only for it to backfire in monumental circumstances. He was one lap away, but those are the fine margins in elite sport. In the end, finishing fifth, whereas Bagnaia bided his time, was calm, was cool, was collected, and in the end picked up second place and was able to gain a further 9 points on his title challenger. So that brings us here to Thailand. 4 rounds to go, 8 point scoring opportunities, of course the 4 Grand Prix and the 4 Tissot sprints. We should not have any of the issues that we had in Sunday from last weekend, where the Tissot sprint was cancelled due to extremely strong winds. The only issue here is the fact that it's very, very hot indeed. We are expecting to get some rain arriving at some point, as Marc Marquez says hello to his many, many fans here. We were saying, or I was trying to say, that maybe Marc isn't the most popular man in the paddock this weekend, and instead it's Somkiat Chantra, but this would indicate otherwise. It's opportunity, maybe, just to grab a very quick word with Marc. Let's see if he's okay with me. Just posing a quick question whilst he signs some autographs, Marc. How was this morning?
It's okay.
Hot enough for you?
Sorry?
Hot enough for you?
Well, no, it's fine. No problem. The weather is fine.
Good stuff. There we go. He's okay as we try and get out of the way so he doesn't run us over. There we go. Very quick word from Marc Marquez as the Spaniard makes his way out towards his team truck. And, right on cue, why don't we head in this direction? Because I've got a chat lined up with one of my favourite men in the paddock, Aprilia's Paolo Bonora, the race team manager down at Nawali squad, because it was a good start to life for them. We told you that it was Jorge Martin that was fastest this morning. Second was Marc and Viñales. Third was Paul Espargaro as well. So we're going to have a word with Paolo Bonora, hopefully, and then we can have a chat with Nicolas Goyon down at the Gas Tetois Factory Racing Squad, because Paul was very, very impressive to be third overall this morning in these testing conditions. So let's just see where Paolo is. He's over there. He's in the shade. Actually, better idea. In fact, why don't we go and take some cover, Paolo? Should we go and stand in the shade instead? I think that's a good idea. It's a little bit cooler. Let's get out of the sunshine. I think it's a good idea to try and stay as cool as possible. And, as well, we can get the branding in the background. How was this morning?
Not so bad. To be honest, we expect a difficult track for us. But by the way, we prepare the weekend in the factory. We study what was our weakness point, and you know it is the hard braking for sure. But by the way, this morning both Aleix and Viñales and Maverick did many laps in a good race pace. Yeah, for sure the track is not in its best condition. It will improve during the session, but was a good start for us. And now there are few points that our rider comment during this morning, and we are now analyzing data and prepare the next session.
I imagine it's just as pleasing, or maybe more pleasing. We know that Maverick can make the difference under braking. It's one of his best traits. So for Aleix to feel competitive in that area as well, in a circuit like this, I guess is quite pleasing and promising.
Yeah, you are fully right. Maverick started the session with his standard bike, and he feel immediately in comfort with that one. By the way, Aleix, we are trying something different in his position on the bike. We are now trying to understand if it is an advantage or not. We will prepare something also for the next session, and we analyze the data to understand better.
I imagine that Maverick is as confident as he is this morning, because I played football with him last night, and we were both strikers together. He scored a goal, I scored a goal. We won lots of matches. So
how you know this?
Oh, I played with him. I was up front. I was passing it through. We were a great strike partnership together.
Was a great match. We enjoy that time because it's something that makes more comfort inside the team and create a relation. So we improve a lot during the weekend, starting from that moment for sure.
I'm very impressed as well with Massimo. Massimo, he was like Andrea Pirlo in midfield, very silky, very smooth. He's a good footballer.
Yeah, he tried to do his best for sure. Sometimes there was better matches. Yesterday, I don't know, two won.
Yeah, we played 8-a-side, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. So in the end, I think everybody won.
And the weather condition is something difficult here, but for sure, also relating to our team on the soccer side, we are improving race by race.
You're getting better, Paolo. Thank you as ever. I'm going to see if I can grab a word with Maverick as he walks away. Let's grab a word with Top Gun to find out. How are you? I was just telling Paolo about our strike partnership yesterday. It was like Luis Suarez and Daniel Sturridge. Like yesterday.
Playing.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, no, we were a good team up front together.
Really? Yeah, no. Honestly, we enjoy. Yeah, we win all the matches, nearly all. No, we win all, and yeah, we enjoy. And it was a good day. Well, good FP1. Honestly, very good FP1. I'm very happy how much we improved from last year, and still I have something to improve about myself on the track. So very good.
In terms of the circuit here, we were just chatting with Paolo. Obviously, it's hard braking, all about accelerating, which maybe isn't Aprilia's strong point, but looks as though you can make the difference and close the gap.
Honestly, this year has been different in all the tracks, so we must be calm because you can see how much the difference is. You know, last year we went last here. Now I nearly lead the practice, and I see the other guys also doing really well on Aprilia bike. So I'm really happy and excited because it's always important to make a step.
And before we let you go as well, I need to tell everyone that your crew chief, Manu, if ever they're playing football with him and they see him running at you, just get out of the way.
Yeah, it's a good defense, huh?
He's
amazing.
He's going to tackle you no matter what. He loves a tackle, does Manu.
It was crazy.
But it was good fun anyway. Anyway, good confidence start. A win in the football yesterday and hopefully another win this weekend. Good man. Good to chat as ever, Maverick. As he walks away, always nice to catch up with the Spaniards. And now, we're a little bit close on time here. I did say we were going to chat to Nicolas Goyon at 10 past, so I don't want to let him down because I kind of did last time in Motegi when my attention was diverted by Jack Miller with a very, very young fan. It was a very cute moment, and I kind of had to run away and leave him in the lurch. So apologies for that, Nicholas, but this time I will make it up. I'll try and get across and grab a herd with him because important too as well. After Paul Espargaro's performance, we know now, of course, 4 rounds left, full time for the Spaniards before stepping into a different role. Still not fully aware of what that role is going to be. We imagine along the lines of a test drive and maybe rider coach. He's obviously going to be there waiting in the wings to step in where necessary if there are any injuries across the KTM family. But I'm sure Paul will be desperate, given everything that he's gone through this year, in one of these final 4 rounds, to have something to celebrate with the team who have stuck by him throughout, without doubt, the most difficult period of his career. You can see Nicholas is here, ready and waiting, so we'll grab a word with him. And also touch on Augusto Fernandez as well. Let's see how he's getting on. Nicholas, hello, how are you?
Hey, hello, I'm good, thank you.
What a great start for Paul. Looks fast out there, which is, I'm sure, really pleasing.
Yeah, no, it's always nice to be on top of the timesheet. Then we know that we changed the tires. We needed to check something on the back, and we had to change the tires, and it makes a huge difference here. So I think the top 5 they all have changed more or less the tires, and we are part of them. So yeah, a great part of our performance is here. The tire, I mean, the new tire here brings a big difference, makes a big difference.
I was just saying then, we know Paul has now got 4 rounds left before it moves into a different role next year. And after everything he's been through, just how much would a big result mean to him and the team to have something to celebrate with going into the winter?
Well, yes, it's true. We need to have a little bit something on his side. It's been tricky this season with him being injured in the first half of the season. Then the second half is kind of tricky. Everybody's is a quite high level and is struggling to get the best out of our package. Now he rides more free, let's say free-minded. So we hope and we expect he's going to bring us something good, but at the moment it's tricky to achieve.
It's tight at the top. I think we've about 10 minutes to go. All 21 riders covered by 0.7 of a second. Yeah. It's ridiculous. How on earth do you try and do your job to find the difference when it's that close?
No, I've noted this, and I've mentioned to both crew chiefs, hey guys, did you realize that 21 riders is within 0.7? It's super difficult, this we know. Then it's a long race, 26 laps. We know the tire's going to drop. So out of one full race distance, it's a different story. But out of one lap, it's going to be really tricky this year.
And just finally, Augusto, how did he find it this morning?
Yeah, he found himself good. He also changed both tires, so this explains a little bit his high position. Let's see this afternoon. With Augusto, the target is the one lap. This is our weakness at the moment, and we need to improve this to be able to qualify Q2 direct and to have a higher position on the grid. That's the target.
Nicholas, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later on. All the best this afternoon.
Thank you, bye.
Good man as ever. Great to catch up with them. Hopefully Paul Espargaro and Augusto can live up to what was a great start to life this morning. The pair of them challenging well. The pair of them as well having to not go it alone, but taking a slightly different developmental direction. It sounds like up until the end of the year compared to the KTM factory boys. The much talked about a carbon-enforced new chassis that both Brad Binder and Jack Miller have got, which both of them have said have really helped them find some more rear grip. It's only going to be with the orange side. Pit Byron, KTM Motorsport Director, saying that the guys down at Gas, Paul Espargaro and Augusto Fernandez up until the end of the year will continue their work on the seamless steel frame. So interesting that there's some slightly different developmental directions taking place there. It feels as though the guys at KTM, obviously the factory team, are just wanting to make sure that this new chassis, which is a big developmental step, it's quite a radical step as well, is 100% a step in the right direction, and it's got the durability to be able to make it through what next year is going to be a 22 race calendar, well, 22 Grand Prix calendar, 22 sprint calendar as well, 44 point scoring opportunities remarkably before they start rolling it out across the board, where of course next year will be Augusto Fernandez and Pedro Acosta, who can win the World Championship this weekend. We're just making our way away from the pit boxes. Here you can see, as you saw with Maverick as well, making his way into his garage little office earlier on. This is what the riders have to contend with, as we've shown before, throughout these flyaways, these Asian leg of races where they aren't able to get the full factory operation, the full trucks and the like as well. And you can see they like to personalise. Augusto Fernandez with the Spanish flag there. We saw Brad Binders down here in a second, the South Africa flag. to see Jake Dixon walk past. Jake, let's have a quick chat. Firstly, how are you, mate? A bit second-hand, I imagine.
Yeah, it's obviously not ideal coming from the crash in Phillip Island. I've not really spoke too much on what was the crack, but the doctors were really good in Phillip Island. They took me for an MRI on the Monday, and then later to be diagnosed that I dislocated my shoulder out the back. And then they said that it's ruptured some of the, I think, ligaments and some of the fluid. So yeah, it's not ideal, but the doctors are really impressed with how I've been able to respond to the treatment that they've been doing. So it's a big thanks to them. I'm just trying to minimise laps, really. Didn't help this morning going down on that side. And then soon to realise that I should not have picked the bike up either because it bloody hurt. So, yeah, no, it's all good. It is what it is. They're doing a good job, like I say, in the medical centre to try to keep everything taped up. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Other than chucking yourself down the road and then stress testing it on the bike, does it feel manageable?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, it's sore. Obviously, in the right corners, it's sore. But listen, come the race, we'll take some painkillers and try to, like I say, not to try to make so many laps. I didn't make so many laps anyway in FP1 because I just didn't want to stress it. But we was immediately fast, so I didn't expect that, honestly, to be so fast. I don't think now everyone's up to speed. I think it'll be obviously a little bit more difficult, obviously for me to try to manage everything. But yeah, let's see what we can do. I never give up. That's the attitude that I've always had, and see what we can do.
Good man.
Thank you.
Enjoy the weekend. I'm sure desperate to get back home on Monday as well and catch up with his wife Sarah and new arrival as well, a new baby girl, the first arrival for him. It's important to look at the human side as well when we're across in this part of the world with the time difference. Of course, in a very privileged position, but for those with young families at home, with those with wives, with children, the rest as well, being away, particularly Jake, when he's having a big injury like that, he's having to come and push himself to the limit this weekend. To not have that family circle there, I'm sure, really does take its toll sometimes. So, although looking for a really good result this weekend, as ever, at the same time, I'm sure that Jake is looking forward to getting back home and spending some time with his young family on Monday. Right. I think that is just about that for Inside the Paddock. Looking down a pretty quiet and deserted Chang International Circuit paddock at the moment. Understandably, as we told you, in India, in Indonesia, in these tropical climes, as soon as the session is over, as soon as the debriefs are done, as soon as the vast majority of that analysis is done, riders are jumping into the ice baths and sitting there for as long as they possibly can do to try and get ready to go back out and ride for an hour this afternoon. And then they've got to jump in the ice bath, wake up, go again tomorrow, race once, and then again on Sunday. We know what the schedule's like now. It's testing, it's demanding, especially when it's as hot and humid as it is here. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Enjoy the afternoon sessions. And yeah, 12 o'clock, same time. We'll see you then for another episode of Inside the Paddock.